Hi, I'm Jack Canfield. You may know me as the co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, the book The Success Principles, featured teacher in the movie The Secret. I'm sitting here with Tom Holloway, and a very interesting guy. We're going to talk to each other and find out more about what he does and how it might contribute to your life. Welcome, Tom.
Oh, thanks, Jack. It's great to be here. I'm an author, speaker, coach, faith-based. I help people prepare for and hold the conversations they need to have in order to get the results and relationships they want. My first book is 53 Keys to a Lasting Marriage, 53 imperfect years and counting. I started it when my wife was suffering dementia, started it as a tribute to her, and finished up as a memorial to her when she went to heaven. I enjoy working with people, enjoy helping them through speaking and coaching and writing.
That's great. Now, you're very passionate about what you do.
Absolutely.
So why are you so passionate about it?
I love to see people succeed. I've had opportunities to help people identify what they really want to do, what they were put on earth by God to do, and help them develop the specific steps to get there and actually succeed in reaching those goals.
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned in your book 53
keys to a lasting marriage.
So share a couple with us.
The first and foremost key is to make your marriage last, put it first, right after God.
I love the last and first. That's very clever.
Thank you.
Good.
Another one is a good marriage is made up of two good forgivers.
Mm.
Then we also have some fun stuff. This was advice that my 8th grade math teacher gave us. Preparing for a trip. Put aside all the clothes that you think you'll need. Put aside all the money you think you'll need. Put back half the clothes, get twice as much money.
That's very true. I like that a lot. So some very practical things in there. I like it.
Right.
That's good. That's really good. So, there's a lot of people out there that work with relationships and working with couples and so forth. What do you think makes your work unique and different from maybe other people doing the similar things?
I've been greatly blessed to get certified in some of the best training that I have ever seen. I'd like to highlight 3 of those and then also highlight a presentation that I developed myself that I think is unique.
Sure.
The first one is Crucial Conversations, Tools for Talking When Stakes Are High. When you have differing opinions, high stakes, and the strong emotions that automatically come with that. This teaches us how to stay in productive dialogue so we can get all the relevant information out on the table and together make the best decisions. The second one, same authors, Crucial Accountability, Tools for Resolving Violated Expectations, Broken Commitments, and Bad Behavior. When people let us down, we want to hold them accountable in a way that gets good results and good working relationships and maintains dignity and respect for all of us. The third course is called Influencer, the New Science of Leading Change. And all 3 of these books, they're by the same authors. They're based on some of the best social science research that I have ever seen. Influencer identifies 6 sources of influence, and they find that people who use at least 4 of those 6 sources of influence in their change efforts are up to 10 times more effective and more likely to succeed than people who use just one source and give up.
Can you talk about the influencers for a moment? What are some of those?
Okay, you have motivation and ability at 3 levels: the personal level, the social level, and the structural level. So personal motivation, in a room by myself, do I want to do what's being asked of me? Personal ability, in a room by myself, do I have the knowledge and skill that it takes to come through? Social motivation, That's peer pressure. Are the people around me encouraging me to do the right thing? Those are called friends. Or are they encouraging me to do the wrong thing? And those are called accomplices. Social ability, that's teamwork. Are the other people on my team coming through with what they need to do so that I can get my job done? Structural motivation, that's the reward structures. Am I being rewarded for the right things or for the wrong things? And structural ability, that's the influence of things, the organizational structure, physical structure. Are things arranged where it's easy to do the right thing or hard to do the right thing?
What I'm taking away from this is most people have never had a class on relationships. You didn't learn about it in school, it wasn't taught in college, and here is all this incredible information. I'm a big fan of Crucial Conversations, by the way. A big, all this information about how to relate that people don't have. And then they suffer unnecessarily because they don't have the skills, the tools, the knowledge, the awareness, the mindset to do it right. And you've got it nailed. I love it.
I appreciate it. And we've actually applied Influencer into designing the defibrillation program for the Federal Aviation Administration. I had the privilege of recruiting and leading the team that provided defibrillators for FAA facilities and FAA employees. We placed over 1,500 defibrillators in facilities and trained over 15,000 people in how to be prepared in case somebody drops from sudden cardiac arrest, and give them a second chance at life.
Interesting. So you how long did you work? You worked for the FAA, right?
I worked for the FAA 42 years and 5 months in the federal government, and I retired just recently on November 1, which would have been my wife's birthday. Had she not decided, hey, I'd rather live in heaven than with Tom.
That's a sweet way of saying it. So as you look about what you're doing, and you've got all this information that a lot of people don't have, and you can tell you've really embodied it, and you're out there working with people. What are some of the common challenges you're seeing people face in relationships, both at work and in couples relationships, and how do you help them deal with those challenges?
The very pervasive problem that I see is we need to have conversations that are difficult to have. We need to have the skills to step up to those conversations and do that with tact and skill and respect. I help people through through keynote addresses, through training, and through individual and group coaching to do what they need to do in order to get the results and relationships that they want. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned a third presentation.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We start with broken glass. We use a glass-blowing torch and some glass-blowing tools to illustrate with some scriptures how God uses the fiery trials in our lives to transform us from broken to beautiful.
Oh, how clever.
Right?
Yeah.
Had an opportunity to do some glass blowing recently and made this. So that's an example of what God can do, going from broken to beautiful.
That's a great metaphor because it's really true.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. Very good, very good, very good. So here's all these people that are watching, and I think everyone of you watching probably needs what this man has to teach and to share and to coach you on and so forth. Any parting thoughts you want to say to them?
One of the favorite quotes that I have on my quotes card is this: in God's army, only the wounded are qualified to serve. If you've made mistakes, you're not alone. I love to help people identify what they are here on earth, put here by God to do. I love to help people work through the goal setting and have weekly encouragement so that you can achieve the goals that you want to achieve.
That's great. Well, first of all, I love your humanity. I love your commitment to actually knowing what you need to know to make it work. And I'm aware of some of the things that you talk about and teach, and they're really powerful and useful, and they really are what people need to know. And as I said earlier to all of you watching, that this is not something we normally get education on. You know, and I'm someone who went to school, and I can tell you, I taught American history as a high school teacher. I've never needed to know the 7 causes of the Civil War. It just never really helped my life that much. But having relationship skills and self-management skills and all those kind of things that are so important in life that really do make a difference. And these kind of relationship awarenesses and insights and principles and quotes like that really inspire us and teach us the truth are so important. So I really encourage you to get in touch with Tom Holloway and take advantage of what he teaches, both for your personal relationships and your business relationships.
Thank you, Jack. And I'd like to give you one of my quotes cards.
Thank you.
Some quotes to brighten your day.
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right.
Get in touch with him. You can get one of these too.